Hi, have you ever heard yourself saying things like, I can't believe this is happening to me? Not this again. You must be kidding me. If so, then I want to talk to you about creating the life that you manage, and I call it Wiz Life. My name is Joyce Odidison at joyceodidison.com, and about 15 years ago, I created the Wellness Improvement System model, and it's called WIZ for short. And this model is 9 dimensional, and it helps us to look at all those areas of our lives that we are not probably paying attention to. This assessment, I have used it with thousands of clients. I coach and train and certify others who have gone ahead and used it with thousands and thousands of people. And we get the same result. I cannot believe I didn't know this was happening. I didn't realize how much this was impacting me. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I spent time doing this assessment. It's now created so much more awareness and clarity. So I want to give you an opportunity to do your own assessment. We call it the WIZ assessment for short. Take some time, download the WIZ assessment on my website here, and start identifying what's in the way of you living your best life. What's the roadblock? What you get to do is start to pull out those key life areas in each life dimension. And when you do that, you start learning about some of the things that may be holding you back. So what are the dimensions? We have the spiritual, we have the social, we have emotional, we have occupational, we have intellectual, environmental, financial, physical, and then we have the interpersonal realm. All of these are very much part of all our lives. None of us can live without having one of these dimensions in our lives. You have them and I have them. And wouldn't it be best if you know what's going on and how well you're doing in your life? What I have done is gone ahead and created an assessment. And in that assessment, I've created 8 levels of wellness. I've identified that we can reach, we can attain 8 levels of wellness in each of these dimensions. So when you measure your spiritual wellness, you're going to be looking at things like self-esteem, core values. You're going to be looking at things like your personal style, your vision, your purpose, your sense of belief. We're going to look at things like balance. We're going to look at things like faith, religion, alignment, trust. And then of course, the kicker here is integrity, which is the competency we develop so we can be living that integral life and at one with our values, aligned with who we are and who we're meant to be on this planet. Each of us have values we believe in. Each of us have things that are important to us. And by doing so, we get to live our best life. Now, I know I've showed you the WIZ assessment. It's a much bigger tool. We've gone ahead and created the WIZ assessment. This is the program guide we use for teaching and facilitating groups and facilitating others who are going through the WIZ assessment. We have the WIZ assessment tool instrument booklet that actually helps you to expand. And one of the things that we do is help you to start by pulling out the assessment. I'm going to be doing a series of videos here that will teach you how to go through one of the assessments. And so I'm going to pull out one dimension in our next video, and we're going to actually walk through that assessment. So you get to see how to complete the assessment, how to ask yourself those questions, what to do so that you get the best results, a true essence of what's happening in your life right now and where the roadblocks are. What are some of the things? When you start asking those questions, how well am I doing in this part of my life? How well am I showing up? How well are others experiencing me? What else do I need to do to improve how well I'm doing in this particular area of my life? What that does, you ask these questions of your brain, and your brain starts searching for the answers. And in the middle of the night or during the day, it pops into your head and you start to see your life differently. You start to identify those things that may be holding you back and keeping you in a particular pattern, so you're not getting ahead or getting through the way you want to. So you keep having that cycle repeating itself where things are happening to you instead of things happening for you. It's very, very important for things to be happening for us so we can learn when things happen. What do I need to learn from this? What is it teaching me? What am I being called to do differently, to look at, to pay attention to? That's really, really important for us to be doing that. So I want to invite you to go ahead, put your email address, your name, click in, sign up, download the WIS assessment, and start your assessment today. Start looking at those little things in your life. You know what they say, every little adds up to something. So all of these little key life areas added up can have a humongous roadblock in your life. But these are things that you're not paying attention to. Things that probably are not on your radar to come up as the problem will pop up in those areas of your life. And it's incredibly important for you to pay attention to those and start addressing those, removing those obstacles, so you're not on that treadmill of life, always doing the same thing, always finding yourself in the same situation, repeating the same lessons, having the same accidents or the same misfortunes or the same challenges year over year over year. It's time for a fresh start, a fresh beginning, and a new way of looking at your life so you can be in control. This is about you being in the driver's seat, taking control and saying that's enough. I am no longer going to become a victim in my life. I'm going to be the director of my life. I'm going to manage my life and not let life manage me. So if this resonates with you and you feel you're at that place where you want to start taking that step, that first step is awareness, becoming aware. That is really 50% of the battle, is learning, understanding, finding out, becoming aware of what's in the way. Then you get to make a decision, a very important decision, as to whether or not you want to deal with it, whether or not you want to remove that obstacle, or you want to live with it. So you get to choose. But now you're making an intelligent decision based on having good information, the right information, based on having gone through this exercise and recognizing where the roadblocks may be, where you may be challenged. So you're not wasting money, time, and effort trying to fix the wrong thing. We're actually fixing the things that are problematic, that are showing up, that's not presenting in our life the way we want to. So, joyceodidison.com, go ahead, click on here, complete the wellness assessment, and I'll be in touch. We'll be doing a series of other videos, as I said, and we'll start walking you through one of the assessments so you can see how it's done and get that experience for yourself. Take care and be well. Bye now.